Hi everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at some of the new polling data that we've got out from the past few days, and I wanted to start with a shocker of a poll here, the US Senate race in the state of Arizona. This is a poll that caught many people's attention in both the registered voters model and the likely voters model. Mark Kelly is +17 over Martha McSally. So this one was considered to be kind of a toss-up, going towards Mark Kelly. He had been up by about 5%, 6% in some polls. This is definitely probably more an outlier poll, but I mean still +17. That's a big margin there that Mark Kelly is running up the score there on Martha McSally. Mark Kelly 55-38, Mark Kelly 56-39. That's a very good sign for the Democrats taking back the Senate. In fact, the state of Arizona is now, according to these polls, more likely to go towards the Democrats than even the state of New Hampshire with an incumbent Democrat. And it's worth noting with the Arizona seat, this Martha McSally, she is an incumbent Republican right now, losing by 17 points just 60 days out from the election. This poll on its own could mean that we can move Arizona all the way over to the likely to go towards the Democrats. And if this polling stands, even if it's not like this much, and just to be clear, I don't think that Mark Kelly's going to win by 17 on election day, but still, this is a very good sign for the Democrats, and if they can hold at least half of this margin, we could move the Arizona race all the way into the likely Democratic column, and that could mean the Democrats can kind of put away Arizona, know they're going to pick that one up, and focus on states like North Carolina where the margin is tighter but still Democrats leading. And that's where I want to go to next, because Fox News poll has another poll here, North Carolina poll, Cal Cunningham 48-42, Cal Cunningham 47-40. That's a good sign there for Cal Cunningham. He's led in a lot of these US Senate polls, so it's going to be interesting to see how he does. If we take a look at the state of Arizona, let's go up here. State of Arizona, where's the most, this is just a complete mess here. Where's the most recent Wisconsin poll from Morning Consult here? Biden is a +10 in Wisconsin right now, which is a good sign for Joe Biden. However, he also got a bad poll in Pennsylvania here. Monmouth University high quality poll here, likely voter sample. Biden is +1 and Biden is +3. In the two likely voter samples, Biden is leading by an average of 2 points. In the registered voted sample, which includes some of these other candidates here, Biden is a +4 there. In the state of Pennsylvania, we had some presidential polls here, high quality presidential polls coming out of Fox News. Wisconsin, Fox News, Biden +8 in likely voter model, +8 in registered voter model. So that's consistent with the Morning Consult poll we got. So it looks like Wisconsin could be going towards the Democrats. North Carolina, Biden is a +4, and Arizona is especially looking good for the Democrats, a +9 and a +10 there in the state of Arizona. If we take a look, I believe we got a few other polls from the state of Arizona. No, we didn't. I don't know where I got that from, but yeah, Colorado isn't looking as good for the Democrats. Like, quite frankly, some had said Colorado can be put away. Sorry about that. I just bumped my mic. Colorado can be put away for the Democrats, but right now, John Hickenlooper's at 48%, a +9. That's good for the Democrats, but not as good as that +17. And I reckon if they nominated Andrew Romanoff, they would be in a much better position to win the state of Colorado, because Hickenlooper's got some scandals surrounding him this election cycle. Moving on to some of these other polling here. North Carolina, We have a tied poll here: Monmouth University, Cunningham +2, Cunningham +1. So I mean, it could go either way. We've got some numbers out from the North Carolina governor race. It's looking really good for the Democrat Roy Cooper in that governor's race. In terms of the House races here, Florida 4. This is probably a safe district here, +27. But New Hampshire, we got some polls out looking good for the Democrats there. California 25, Garcia is the favorite going into there. And then Florida 16, likely to go towards the Republicans. So, I mean, we've got a wide mix of polls in terms of that. It's worth noting that in the Alaska Senate race, this one's actually very close. If you go up and take a look at the state of Alaska, we've actually got some pretty tight polls here coming in. So Al Gross, Dan Sullivan, even there in the Alaska Senate race, we had some others here as well. Alaska 1 there, Alaska 1 as well. U.S. Senate, Sullivan +5. It looks like the U.S. House, Alaska 1 is looking pretty good for the Democrats. If you look at some of these polls that were done before the midterms, Galvin actually was on the ballot in 2018. She decided to run again in 2020. She was very close, and then now it seems that this one's also going to be a tight race going into November. So Alaska, not necessarily the presidential, but the Senate, something to keep an eye on. So that's it for today's video. I just wanted to overview some of the polls. Overall, they're looking pretty good for the Democrats, but it's kind of hard to say much about it yet until we get a bit more polling in to verify that assumption. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Good night.